You may remember we started season 11 here on Studio 5 with a promise to try something we've never done before. Our staff and contributors have been following through all season long. Well, today it's Becky Low's turn to share her never ever story. Becky, what did you do this year that you had never done before?
I am not a hiker, but I've always been very impressed with the wonderful views that people talk about. So my never ever was to hike Angel's Landing. And that's a strenuous hike. It's something that's beautiful. I've heard about family and friends talk about it for years. And so that was my never ever. And obviously I did it.
You did it.
I did it.
You got that never ever done, but it came after a really kind of scary situation.
Okay, it was, and that I'm going out on a limb because it became very personal as well. Last summer, I had a heart attack. And so while I was laying in ICU, I thought, what just happened here and what do I need to do? You know, so we did take care of the problem that caused the heart attack, and then I thought, I've got to have some kind of a goal. So that was at the same time that we started talking about the Never Ever Challenge.
It became your inspiration.
It did, you know, so here's my goal. I need to go on a strenuous hike. And so I worked with the Heart Institute and with Cardiac Rehab, of course. And they helped me do some preparation with it, helped me show how to monitor, you know, helped me to judge my body. And then I started to put the word out there that I was going to do this hike. And so I told my office friends, and there's some of the office, you know, here's the hike. They actually came down with me.
So
bless
fun.
their hearts. You know, in fact, I have to show, you know, they're all fit, young, and healthy. You know, they do marathons, they do triathlons, and they formed Team Becky. So I brought one of my the T-shirts with it.
Fun.
Here's the Team Becky, and on the back side of it, and they showed me this, you know, after we got down there, and I thought, pressure, what am I going to do if
no
I can't
backing
keep
out
up
now.
No, and to keep up with these young, fit, healthy it's office staff members that, what will I do? But bless their hearts, they stayed behind me, and they truly were a team. You know, they were there to encourage me on when I had to rest. They had to rest. In fact, we had fun along the trail. There's a couple of pictures in here. I'm not sure, you know, where they're at in the lineup, but we did. You know, most of the time we just kind of stopped along the trail. But there's times that you just kind of dig in, and one individual, Christy, she crawled in the rocks, and we had one place where it looked like a little bed, an alcove, and so we laid in it. But here's our team as we're starting up the hike, crossing the river there at Zion. And we started early in the morning, and you can see that the sun is coming up on it, which was cool. I had my trusty walking stick with me.
Good for
and,
you.
Here we are going a little bit further. The Walters Wiggles, if you've ever been on the Zion. Here it is, and it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but hopefully there's a couple of others.
Oh, there's the
There's
bed.
my rest.
Yes.
Got to have a rest. But the Walter Wiggles, it's like go a few steps, switch back. Go a few steps, switch back. Go a few steps, switch back. So it was a strenuous hike. I was very excited that I made it.
Good experience?
Good experience. Now, I have to say that part of a hike, and my niece reminded me of this, it's not just the getting up, but it's also
getting
the coming
down, too, yeah.
You know, you've got to get down off that hike. And so I don't know if I included that picture in there, but I did have to take a picture of me in a conference the next morning to show that I did do it.
Well, good job, Becky. You did your never ever. Any plans to hike in the future?
Yeah. I have not been to Mount Timpanogos, so that one's on the agenda. And we're actually going down to Arches this weekend.
Good for you.
And so have a couple of hikes that are planned in the Arches, and so I'm excited.
Well, way to go. Way to turn a scary situation into something really great, and completing your never ever, too.
Well, thank you.
Way to go, Becky.